All right, boys. Looks like we are live. Got Red Tucker, the legend, with us. We're going to go over all kinds of stuff tonight, so buckle in. First, we're going to go over the WSL state tournament last weekend. Congrats to Red Tucker and friends to due to winning it. So I think that's your second WSL tournament in a row that you won. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, it is.
Oh boy. Um, so I guess we'll start from the top here. You started with Breeden.
Yes, we did.
And you're telling me at the park that it was a pretty interesting finish. You wanna go over that?
Yeah, it was the bottom of the seventh. They was down four coming in. They got two. They had a runner on third and a runner on. They had the tying run on third, the tying and the winning run on first. Quinn popped up to the shortstop. The next guy up was Doobie, one of your old teammates,
My good buddy.
and he hit a nice one to left field. It was out. But my left fielder, Shoot, brought it back for the win. He had to go over the fence and bring it back, and that's how we won that one.
See, I heard he had to hold on to the fence and push himself up and everything. So I didn't see
Yep.
it. That's what I heard.
Yeah, it was a nice catch.
So yeah, great win there. And then you had Nasty Hooks, who had a nice team this weekend.
Yeah.
Looks like you did 14-12. How'd that game go?
We went extra innings. We went to 9 innings. We hit our home runs, and too many home runs ran in and out. The top of the eighth, John led off with a bomb. End the inning. They come in. They got a runner on. Blake Hall. He hit one for an ending inner. So then, so the top of the ninth, we come in and got two. And then the bottom of the ninth, they went 1, 2, 3, and that's how we won it.
It's a nice win there. And then you went on to the finals and you played Extreme Associates. Extreme beat us first game of the day. They had a nice team, but it looks like you put it on them.
Yeah, they looked like they'd been run rolling quite a few teams before they got to us, and I know they was on a mission, because their coach had died of muscles. I known him, he's been around softball forever, so they was playing it for him. I didn't realize we beat them that bad until I looked at the score today and seen that we had beat them that bad. Then they had to go to the losers bracket.
Yep. And then in the finals, looks like you played Extreme again.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Looks like you beat them 22-11. So another nice victory there.
Yeah, it was like 1 in the morning, and I offered to split, but naturally they was playing for their coach, and they said any other time they would have split, but they wanted to play for the coach, so we played it. We walked out of there 2 in the morning.
Yeah. Who was your well, Ryan, you want to do the standouts, or you want to talk about something else first?
So, I just want to ask Red, why do you think you're having so much success in WSL?
To be honest, I don't know. We just go out there and hit it and have fun. We know we get 3 home runs, and our guys didn't think we could do good in WSL. And I don't know, Ryan. I can't answer that really, but we seem to be having more fun in WSL than anything.
I'm thinking it's basically there's no pressure on you guys. You're not expected to win, so you can just go out there and play. There's no expectations.
Yeah, we wasn't expected to win none of them. I mean, when we first went to play D, I told them plain and simple. I said, "Look, boys, we'll do the best we can do, and if we don't do good, we're facing all these, basically C teams, and at the end of the year, we'll try to peel down. If we don't get to peel down, oh well, to go out there and give it all we got." And it shocked me, to be honest, to win our first tournament in D. It really did.
Yeah, you guys are on a nice run.
Yep.
So I'll comment on that a little bit. They play really good defense, and then there's not an out in the lineup till you get to 11th or 10th spot that you can count on. I mean, you're the 1 through 9, 1 through 10, or whatever it may be. There's not many outs in that lineup. So for a team that's U-Trip D playing WSLD, they fit right in. I think they might be a player or two away from being a top end C team. I think their roster is just really strong.
Yeah, one thing I noticed when I watched you guys this weekend is you guys take a lot of extra bases. You got a lot of guys that can run.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to talk about John's glasses he wore this weekend?
Yeah, I can't remember the name he was being called, but he got mad about it. And he went to his wife and told her to go get his contacts. I can't remember the name. Rich started calling him, and then we all started calling him. I can't remember it now. It was a singer.
Elton John or something?
No, it was another singer that died or something. He was in a plane crash.
I'm glad John's having success, man. He deserves it.
Yeah, John's been, John was with us for years ago when we was with Tiger Fitness Ducks and didn't get to play much. And, and he sticks around. And John's a good man to have around, man. He probably has nightmares of me hollering at him all the time.
So somebody in the chat said Buddy Holly. Is that it?
That's it.
So, Red, some of the stats you sent me, you said, is it Ethan Leedick?
Yeah.
882. Brandon Bauer, 764.
Yep.
Zach Durham, 764. Josh North hit 667, and Spencer hit 660. And your defensive MVP, Logan Shoup.
Yep.
John texted me this morning before you did and said that he thinks if Shoup didn't make that play in your first game, he thinks you guys might have went 0-2.
Very good possibility we could have. Very good. Could have.
Softball's a funny game like that. One play can make or break your day.
Yep.
Let's see who else made a good run. Extreme made a good run, obviously. EOS, I think they beat us 34 or 31 or something like that in the loser bracket. They had a nice team out there this weekend too. So congrats to all the teams that played well and everybody in general. Did you get any more stats from anybody else, Brian?
No, I didn't. Red was the only one that reached out of the D teams. How'd you guys? Who hit well for you?
Give me a second here and I'll pull it up. I should have had it ready for you. I know Isles hit well, but he went down with a hammy. That's something I want to talk about too. Is those fields were kind of rough. I lost 2 players within an inning rounding first base. The dirt was loose, and we ended up losing a couple guys to the field conditions.
Yeah, when I played there Thursday, it felt like we were running in quicksand.
That's what it was. When they rounded first, they lost their footing because the dirt was loose, and they came up lame. We had Dylan Lee hit 727, Sully hit 750, Doug hit 813, Brandon Rickson 700, Jared 714, and Isles hit 889. So good weekend for those guys. We actually, our first game we didn't play great at all, defense or offense. The rest of the day we played pretty well. EOS just hit a little bit better than us. 34, 31. Everybody's hitting at that point.
Yeah, they had a solid team there that past weekend.
Yep.
Some LSR guys. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I didn't know the guys that they had, but it was a good team. The infielder was really strong. They had a couple good pitchers there I didn't recognize, and a few other players too. All right, loading up the E. WSL site isn't the quickest. All right, so I didn't look at this at all, but I know they finished it up. I think it was last night, right? At MAB.
Yeah, they were supposed to. I guess they got there and it started raining, so they did a coin flip, I believe.
Oh, okay.
They did. I was down there.
All right, looks like Natty Redlegs got the win.
Correct.
Do the coin flip.
Do the coin flip.
Okay. And then OTF finished second. I don't remember who we picked, but I'm guessing those were the 2. Was there anybody else that you might have picked?
No, I think you picked the United Redlegs and I picked OTF.
Oh, okay, there you go. So I was 2 for 2 then because I had Tiger Fitness in the D.
Yep.
All righty. Did you get anybody to reach out about the stats for that one?
Yeah. So for OTF, Tyler Lyons and Danny Lovelace, co-MVPs, all tournament team, Wayne Posey, Alex Green, and Jesse Moore. Congrats to those guys. For Swap, Bailey Bach hit 650, gloved everything at shortstop. And Odyssey, I'm going to butcher this last name, Vincent Vaccarello, played third base, only made 4 outs in 5 games.
So congrats to those players. That's solid.
So a guy wanted me to to ask your opinion, Red, on whether you thought the tournament could have been played out last night.
My honest opinion, when I got there, it was pouring down rain. It quit, but then it came rain again, and there was patches. I mean, they probably could have started it, but it would have ended in rain. Why risk getting somebody hurt,
So did you stick around for the it wasn't Legacy, but I don't know what their team name is in WSL against whoever they played?
It was Woodpeckers and Legacy, I believe it was. And they was playing, and here come the rain. Me and Chuck and Jono left to go eat. We went and ate dinner, and it was starting to rain then.
Bad draw? Were they bad draw?
Yeah, I think they're bad draw.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Red, I also wanted me to ask you, what's your take on them not giving everybody their $5 back after they were in the park for 15 minutes?
I have no idea. I paid $5 to get in, and I was bringing Chuck's stuff down, and I paid $5. I lost it. I mean, Park's got to make some money, I guess.
I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's $5, guys.
Yeah. I mean, they got $100 back. Take that $100 and give each guy $5 back. I get if they want to. I had to pay $5.
All right.
Dave wasn't there.
Dave wasn't there?
No, he had done left.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, is he in Florida?
No, I don't think so.
Anything else on the WSLE before we move on?
Chuck sent me all the winners, but it's on my phone, so I can't pull it up right now.
Okay.
But he sent me all the winners, and congrats to everybody that won and played well this past weekend.
Okay. I can probably pull up the rec real quick and see who won that.
I've seen some of the girls' teams play, and they on the sea or whatever.
I want to say Kentucky Ballers won the women's.
Looks like the boys won the rec, and then I'll pull up the sea. The website's just a touch slow. Looks like Doe Campus Quarters won the WSL Women's C. And then the Women's E. So I guess they did C and D combined. And then Well Aware won the E.
So I was way off.
If I'm reading it right, I don't know. Alrighty. Do you guys want to get into the melees?
Let's get into the good stuff.
All right. Let me pull this.
You want to pull up that video of the guy throwing the bat in the WSL?
Yeah. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. I guess this is from Havoc, what you were telling me. I don't know that team or this player, but here we go.
Oh no, Dom.
So he flies out the left. Chucks his bat third baseman.
So the fact that he didn't immediately walk towards the third baseman to try to go get his bat tells me that might have been on purpose. So if that was an accident, he probably would have went over there and said, "I'm sorry," and to get your bat or something, would be my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong.
That's definitely on purpose. I mean, he looks right at the guy and then chucks his bat right at him and keeps walking. There's no way that wasn't on purpose.
So it looks like he's jawing with the umpire afterwards as well. Did he have a strike called on him or something earlier and he had bat?
I mean, that's wild. I've never seen that in all my days of softball. Somebody chucking a bat at third base, and that's new to me.
I mean, he's lucky there wasn't a brawl started because of that. Because if he did that to a couple players that play third base, I don't think they would have let it slide like that guy did.
All right. So from the chat, he had to strike and use his free foul. So I guess it had to be fair. I don't know. So
Was that E or rec?
I don't know.
E.
E?
Yeah, the E. So yeah, the E.
If it was against some other teams, there could have been a brawl if it had been against the right team.
Yeah.
But I mean, as an umpire, the game's over. So what do you do?
I don't know. I've never been umpire. You guys have. What would you have done?
I have no idea. He's throwing him out of the game. Game's over.
Oh, that was into the game?
Yeah.
I think you just have to report it to the office and then let them figure it out from there, I guess. If I was a park manager, he'd be done for the day, if not longer. Okay, that's Goody at third. Goody from John and Wild Things. Okay. So, yeah, it's obviously absolutely ridiculous. And then I'm going to stop that one. And I'm going to pull up the one from last week that we put on hold. Let's see. Share screen. Okay, that's it there. Now here we go. You can see Chuck getting animated. Here he goes with the feet. Get the feet all lined up. And then it takes a swing at this guy, and then all hell breaks loose.
I mean, I think Chuck probably should have set the hook up with the jab first.
I mean, we'll make light of it, but what got me when I watched this video was the feet here. Watch the feet.
That's the Price Hill Shuffle, man. Chuck will tell you that. That's the Price Hill Shuffle.
You got to be from Price Hill to know that.
I mean, we're making light of this, but it's a terrible situation. I mean, we obviously all parties involved wish it wouldn't have happened, but it happened. I think both parties owned up to it. They said it was a mistake. One thing I will say in Chuck's defense, if they were my kid, I don't care how old he was, that somebody's threatened to beat up, I probably would have had the same reaction. Now, afterwards, I probably would have told my son, quit acting like an asshole, and shit like that won't happen. But I'm still defending my son no matter what, whether he's right or wrong. And then at the end of the day, afterwards, I'm telling my son, you were wrong. But I can't fault Chuck for trying to defend his son when somebody says they're going to beat him up.
Nope, you can't do that.
So what's the story? I guess I never really actually heard the story. I know the game was over. They shook hands. I saw the video where they were all at they were at the plate doing whatever people do there, and then all hell broke loose. What happened? I have no idea.
So the story I got was, and I don't even know his name.
Trey.
No, not Trey. The guy that threatened Trey.
I don't know.
So, and I've had a conversation with a guy. He's a level-headed guy. He's a good guy. I'm guessing it was mouthy the whole game. He apparently went in there. This is all hearsay on my end, so don't take this for gospel. But he said he was going to beat Trey's ass, and I guess Chuck heard that and finally heard enough of it and got bent out of shape and was defending his son.
Okay, and that's it.
As far as I know, I guess they said that they were hitting middle and Trey said something, but if you're a pitcher, what do you expect? The middle is going to be hit. Your best bet's field it, don't say a word, and be done with it. Or get out of the way and don't say a word.
So what was the deal with, I think Trey was swinging a helmet, and then there was a chick swinging a bat or something too?
Yeah, so I saw that. I don't know the gist of that. You can definitely see Trey taking his pitching helmet and swinging it at people, and you can definitely see the female walk across the field with the bat, which I heard she got banned for life. But I don't. Again, that's all hearsay. I'm not positive on that. I don't even know which side she was from. It was.
So yeah, I don't know how you'd ban a spectator for life. I don't know. Unless you have a face posted on the wall or something. I don't know. But 3-year ban, that's tough for a guy that's a sponsor, been around the game for a long time. Is it justified? I don't know. I thought it was a little heavy, but it's not my fault. My sanctions.
I disagree with the 3-year ban. You should have gave him a year. From what have been told, they're using his past against him. But I don't remember Chuck ever throwing punches before. I think this is a first. So I don't know how you can go hold what he's done in the past against him when this is actually the first brawl I believe he's actually been in at the ballpark.
Yeah, I actually read. He sent me the email. It was the thing with the Metro, and there was something about 35 and over last year that he left the park. I think that was the gist of it. So I don't think he threw a punch in either of those. The instigate stuff, I don't know, but maybe.
I just got a text that said there is no 3-year decision.
Okay. What does that mean?
I don't know. He said everything local is a year.
Okay. So it's just gonna be the year.
I believe so. And that's probably what it should be, realistically.
Okay.
I mean, you got guys that shave bats and stuff and they get a couple games or a year. I mean, granted, this is a fist fight. It's a bad look. But it all goes back to the talking. And I hate when everybody says, oh, it's part of the game. Bullshit. When did talking become part of the game? I mean, when you're playing select baseball, is talking part of that game? When you're playing college baseball, is talking part of that game? When all of a sudden it's decided, okay, well, now we're going to talk shit when we play? When is that decided and when is that part of the game?
About 2011, Young and Reckless.
But at the same time, guys got to have thicker skin, man.
Yeah, they do.
But I hate when everybody says, oh, when I talk, I don't say anything personal. Well, bullcrap. It's all personal. I got in the box a couple weeks ago playing Noka, and the guy said, we can probably turn 2. Don't look like running's his thing. Now, did he say, hey, you're a fat ass? No, but I mean, I knew what he meant. If I was 180 pounds, he wouldn't have said that. I mean, it's personal, but listen, there's only 2 things I've been out of shape twice in softball, and that's the only way you'll get me. Talking about my family when they can't do anything about it, and telling me to suck your dick. Other than that, you can say whatever you want to me, and it's not going to affect me whatsoever. But I've come unglued twice, and those were the 2 reasons why. And those 2 things hit me hard, so I'm going to come unglued every time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not about the trash talking. If you know me or my teams, that's never been part of our game, and it's just I don't. I mean, it leads to what we just saw. That's the reason why I don't do it, and I get mad. Just be honest. If you come at me, I get mad. So I try to avoid that too. So.
I mean, I've made a lot of outs in my softball career, and never once have I said, "Man, if that guy wasn't talking, I probably would have got a hit right there." I mean, I can't speak for other people, but I've never had a guy talking get me out.
I have seen Hayes get in a few people's heads where they're just done for the day. So I mean, I guess that'd be the other side of that. But for the most part, yeah, it does nothing besides possibly cause a fight. So I'm not for it. That's one of the reasons why I've enjoyed playing C, is that's not really part of the game as much. So I've really enjoyed my time in C for that reason, but it's not for me.
I definitely think it's more prevalent at the lower levels, E and D, and which makes no sense because at the end of the day, we are playing at the lowest level possible. If we were all half as good as we thought we were, we wouldn't be playing there.
Right.
So why are we talking? And most of the guys talking aren't even the ones playing. And in my opinion, if you're talking and you're not playing, you're a mascot. And that's what I'm going to call you. You're the mascot. And a lot of times it's the catcher who likes to talk. And I got news for you, boys. If you're catching at the E and D level, it's because you can't catch. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. 90% of the time, if you're the catcher, it's because you can't play anywhere else.
Yep. You're not wrong.
Red, did you ever have brawls back in your day, like knockdown dragouts like that, or?
No, not really. It's the only time, not really. we had a few, arguments, but I don't like it. I hate it. I don't want it being around. I don't like it. It's just a lot of people talk, but when I'm talking to my players. I'm screaming and hollering at them. You hear me? You've been around me long enough to know I'm screaming and hollering at my guys, and I won't allow it. I tell them plain and simple, we ain't gonna do it. If you want to do that, find you another team. I don't like it.
No, I mean guys hitting doubles and doing their little dance to their teammates. Do I think it's stupid? Yeah. Do I have a problem with it? No. You're doing it to your team. But when a guy's oohing singles and bat flipping and going through the box and oohing it, you're supposed to get a hit 7 out of 10 times. So why are you celebrating something that you're supposed to be doing? Like you're supposed to. It's coming in underhand. You're supposed to get a hit. You're not doing anything special. You're getting a base hit. You should do that 7 out of every 10 times. So I don't understand why we're talking with base hits and bat flipping on home runs to the pitcher. I'll never understand it.
Here's a good comment. Bad for the game. New players start knee, and then when they walk into all that talking, they decide softball isn't for them. So I mean, that's a good point. Just some average Joes say, hey, I want to play softball tournaments. They show up and see that, and they go, nope, I'm done. Which I get it. If you don't love the sport and you're dealing with that, you're not very good because you're brand new and people are down on you. I could see definitely not wanting to come back. So that's a good point.
Have you ever been in a team brawl, Zach?
Yeah. There was 2. One time, Burkhofer and Ant were going at each other. Do you remember this story?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So Burkhofer and Ant were going back and forth. Ant had a couple too many, and he was just chirping at Burke, and ground ball to Ant at second base. So he fielded, goes wrong guy. Burke does it to first. Burke goes straight to Ant at second. Doesn't go anywhere near first, and then all hell breaks loose, and then that's when the Paulie, you don't remember that mean?
Okay, gotcha.
And then the following year, we were at East, same field. Jeff Clemens and Drew Hitchcock were going at each other. Nothing serious. And then Jeff walks up on Drew at second after he hit a double, and it gets broke up. I tell the umpires, say, go ahead and eject Drew, Jeff, and myself, and the other coach if you want, and this will be done. The umpire says, no, we're going to play it out. I said, please eject all those people, and this will be done. He didn't. Sure enough, 3 innings later, there was kind of a hard tag or something. I don't remember. And then my player pushed Burton from Bellagio, and then another all hell breaks loose again. So that was my 2 experience with it.
Yeah, I've been in 2 myself. Actually 3. One I was 18 years old and I had no idea what was going on. It was down at Pastime, and that was the worst one I've ever seen. Sucker punches just everywhere. But we were me find me. We were playing at Ken Lakes, and my dad's coaching third, and Weech is playing shortstop, and he has an absolute cannon. Well, he tried to throw behind the runner at third base, wasn't anywhere near him, almost hits my dad in the head. So my dad shook up, and I'm irate, because it looked like he did it on purpose. He probably didn't, but it looked like he did it on purpose. So I come unglued. I run out on the field. We're playing the Nasty Knolls, so they come out on the field. I want to say, who was the center fielder for them?
I choose.
Yes. He comes up behind one of our guys, pushes him, knocks him down, and then takes off. Can't find him again. Nelson was running his mouth the entire game. So I'm looking at my dad, and he's not saying anything. He packs his stuff up to walk out. I'm like, where are you going? He goes, I'm going home. I said, for what? He says, I'm going to get my gun. I said, what? He goes, I'm going to shoot that motherfucker. I said, what? He said, yeah. He said, he threw the ball at me on purpose. I'm going home. I'm getting my gun. I'm shooting him. I'm like, Jesus, man, you're out of control.
Your dad's a heel guy. That surprises me, but I guess maybe.
He's 67 years old. He's like, ain't gonna do that to me. So I had to calm him down. And then we had one up in Columbus. We're playing Columbus Pipe. Ground ball to the shortstop, and he boots it, throws it to first base. The guy runs a second, hard tag, steps on the guy's finger. Guy gets up. Shortstop pushes my guy. So he doesn't say anything. He just hauls off and cracks the guy. So then all benches clear, and Columbus Pipe apparently had this MMA fighter who just kept flexing and showing his muscles and just kept saying, I'm an MMA fighter, but never did anything. It was interesting, man. Both times should have been uncalled for and ridiculous, and luckily nobody really got hurt.
Yep. So there's that. Anything else about these fights? I mean, is there anything else you want? Brad, you got anything?
No, I mean, they blame it on the umpires, but at the end of the day, why they ain't got no umpires? Because they don't want to put up with all this. The umpires don't want to put up with it, and umpires as us, we could say it right as soon as we call it and get ready to do the flip. Look, we're going to start throwing players out. We'll start with your pitcher and work your way down the line, But nobody wants to umpire because they don't want to deal with it. It's all that hassle. Nobody wants to come out there and, get the money they get to deal with all babysitting a bunch of people that want to argue and fight. Rhino's umpired. He knows what it's about. He's seen it.
Yep. So I want to backtrack on something. So when I say that if my son's acting like an asshole, I'm going to tell him about it. I don't want to insinuate that Trey was acting like an asshole because I have no idea. I wasn't there. I'm just saying hypothetically, no matter what my son does, whether he's right or wrong, I'm going to defend my son. And then afterwards, if he is acting like an asshole, I'm going to tell him about it. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm calling Trey an asshole or anything like that because I wasn't there. I don't know what was said or anything like that. It was all hearsay.
Yep, I agree with that.
Alrighty. So
let's move on to the new topic. What about the appeal that went through last week?
I know you have feelings about it. Why don't you go ahead and lead off?
All right. So, listen, it's not the fact that they won their appeal. They're probably not a C team. They're probably built for a D team. They got bumped from the national office for the power ranking, which I believe is complete horseshit. But if the local, and I don't know this for a fact, but if the local committee is the one recommending that they get bumped, and then they're just going to let them drop after 4 tournaments, why are you even recommending it? Just let them stay D and be done with it.
So I think I can help on that. I think they were an auto bump due to, their ranking and whatever. So I'm guessing, I don't know. I'm guessing that was the national committee that did that, and not the local committee. Again, I don't know that for sure, but that's my guess.
So I was always told that if the national committee bumped you, it was a 2-year waiting period before you could appeal.
I don't believe so. I think you can play the 4 tournaments and then submit. So I think everything's kosher there. But, should they have been dropped? I don't know.
Damn, Red, we got screwed.
Yeah, because we did the same thing 2 years ago with Tiger Fitness and the Ducks, and we got bumped and told we was not allowed to appeal. We had to write out 2 years of it, And we lost all our guys, lost half our team.
And then it gets a little funny, like Florida's team last year, Van Wert's Finest or whatever it is, Boss Finest, they had some national bump players and they appealed down. So that's a little different too. So I don't know. I know players have to wait 2 years, but I think if they're on a team that appeals, then they're good. And then also you can throw in another wrench into the works is they can drop you, but they say these 3 players can't go with you or whatever it may be. So that happened to us when we got bumped from D to C. They let us appeal down to D, and they said you can't take Ricky Bender and Taylor with you. And I said, well, I'm not going to do that to those guys. So that's another thing that can happen as well.
So I don't necessarily think that it's going to affect anything this year to upset the apple cart. I mean, they're going to be competitive in D. Do I think they're the best team in D? I think Legacy's probably better. But Nate's not a dumb guy. And with all his guys now being D chips, and if he can get one guy to win his appeal, then all of a sudden he can build that super team again with 3 other C chips. So I think Nate's playing this for next year as opposed to this year, and I may be wrong. But if everybody says, "Oh, we want to build a B division locally," we probably need to start by building the C division first. And if we're going to continue to let teams drop that are playing C, you're never going to build the C division.
Yep. I mean, the only comment that I'll have is that team they had on Saturday would have been a pretty good C team. They were strong all the way through the lineup, strong defense. I think that team could compete in C. Whether they should have been dropped or not, I don't know. I try not to get into that because everybody's different situations. I try not to spend anybody else's time or money. So I get it that they didn't want to play C. Now, should they have been dropped or not? I don't know. Okay. They claim that somebody, I guess this is from EOS, hasn't said a word about next year. We're just trying to get a full lineup to show up. So
and I mentioned that to Nate that if I really believe that they went and gave it everything they had in the C, I wouldn't have said a word. But the fact that they haven't gotten the whole team there at all, like, do they really know if they can compete in the C or not? Because their whole team hasn't been there.
Yeah, I mean, I think people are less likely to show up if they're playing C. That's probably the other problem. Other part of it is some players just don't want to play C, so they're not going to show up unless they're playing D. So, I'm guessing that's part of it. I don't know for sure.
But I have no problem with the EOS guys. I think they're all good players. I think they're all good guys. But it's more of a jealousy thing that when we got bumped unfairly and tried to appeal, we were told 2 years, and they get bumped probably unfairly, and 4 tournaments later they're back in the D. Red?
I'm gonna leave that subject alone because I know it was unfair.
Red
But
don't want to upset the apple cart.
All right. Is there anything else you want to cover there? I think we kind of hit the highlights.
Yeah, we're good there. What we got coming up this weekend?
Well, we never finished up. There was another E-tournament last weekend.
Oh, shoot, that's right, the Survivor.
Yeah, and there we go. TCS, their coach had come on the show a few weeks back. They ended up, I think this is their first win, so congrats to them. Looks like it wasn't a bunch of teams, but there were some good teams there. So that's a nice win for them.
Yeah, Jason actually sent me a recap, said pitching and defense was definitely key this weekend. They allowed 4-point runs per game over 10 games. That's pretty impressive. 10 games averaged, giving up 4 runs. Outstanding defensive player, Chad Raridan, locked down second base. Made some great plays on balls in the hole. MVP Scotty Lawson pitched 7 games, played left field for the last 3 with an OBP just under 700. And Gage Blay had an OBP of 750 with 8 home runs and 28 RBIs. So congrats to TCS on finally getting over the hump and getting their first win.
Congrats, guys. All right, so we'll go. You could fill a bus for a second while I pull up the prize.
So, Red, you want to tell everybody why you saw the bracket and you ducked the tripods? Is that why you guys bailed this weekend?
yeah. No, I had guys realize it was Father's Day when I told them we was playing. Zach, he lives down in Berea. It's a drive for him to come up here every weekend. And he wouldn't have made it back Sunday. And then we found out it was 2 days we was going to play in the C. Well, I'm missing Spencer. Trevor ain't there. We was going to play with 10 in the C with me catching. And just. You ain't got enough. It just ain't worth it to go out there and play, even play the C. We was going to play the C. I wasn't going to play the D. I was going to go up and play the C. But it wasn't worth it. Only having 9 and me being 10 catching. It wasn't worth it. It ain't worth wasting the sponsor's money.
Yeah, I don't blame you there.
You know, I would have liked to play the D if I'd had my whole team there. I would have loved it, you know. But if you ain't got a full team, don't go out there and half do it because you're gonna be miserable.
It'll be a short day, likely. I mean, you don't know for sure, but likely it'll be a short day.
Yeah.
What
All right.
what about that opening game in the C?
With us,
Yeah.
the days, I don't know much about. I've seen his videos, and I know they got Ryan Rickey and Brady, which are two obviously strong players. So I'm guessing it'll be a pretty tough game.
The shortstop fields it.
I'm guessing they're all teams.
Is that Barry?
Yeah.
Is that Barry who plays short for him?
Yeah.
He's tough. Yeah, Zach, you should probably watch Clay's videos, man. Sometimes they're pretty entertaining. His last one was pretty entertaining.
Oh yeah, what was it about?
I guess he struck out or something swinging, and I guess two guys posted the video, and he basically called both of them out and told them that he would give them all they wanted, begging them. Yeah, I mean it was pretty funny, and yeah. I mean strikeouts are going to happen. There's no reason to break it down and videotape it and put a clip up, so I can't blame him for being pissed there. But yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yep. I'm guessing he'll have some words this weekend too. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully.
That's Red's twin. Him and Clay are twins, man.
He gets a bad rap for his videos, but if people know him in person, the man to give you anything he's got. I like the man, I mean, a lot of people don't like him because of his videos, but me and him get along great.
Yeah, I've never really dealt with him, but from what behind the scenes, it seems like he's a pretty good dude and he'd do anything for anybody. So
good to know. We got Steves versus SMU. That'll be a great game. Hooks versus Breeden. That's another interesting game. I'm interested to see who wins that one. I'm also interested to see who's on each team this weekend. Tiger Fitness and Rock Run.
I think there's 4 really good games to open the tournament.
Yep.
So you're saying, okay, so they're 0-2, Rock Run. I'm guessing these are Amish guys, but that's not an Amish record.
No, that's definitely not an Amish record. And everybody's picking them to win. I don't think they're going to win.
So I guess they played a conference tournament?
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who knows? And they're another one where the roster can change quite a bit. So who knows? Maybe they're studs, maybe they're not. I don't know them at all. I'm guessing nobody does. They've only played 1 or 2 tournaments.
I'm taking Tiger Fitness to break the curse of the Amish in round 1.
Okay. Who do you like to win it?
Oh man, I got a sneaky suspicion that SMU is going to come out firing this weekend. I just have that feeling.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, I'll take the other one. I'll take Steve's. Who you got, Red? Who you like?
I got to go with my sponsor, Tiger Fitness.
Sir.
Jesus, whatever. Ow. Way to go out on
Can't go against us. Can't never go against us.
Z, you guys got a full squad this weekend?
No, but that's never happened ever. So I don't remember who we're missing, but we didn't have Lightsy last weekend. He's back this weekend. I think we lose Drew. Drew's out. So I don't know. It is what it is. I'll put a lineup together and we should be competitive, and we'll see how it plays out.
You said you had some guys hurt. Are they going to be all right this weekend?
That's the other thing. So, I mean, that was Doug Teagarden and Ryan Isles pulled hammies. Are they going to be ready? I don't know. Solly, he seemed pretty healthy after getting hurt in that game against you a few weeks back. So I'm guessing he's okay. Other than that, I think everybody's relatively healthy. I think Rickson's been battling a bad hammy too. So who knows? It always seems like we have too many to start the day. At the end of the day, I'm looking for somebody for some more help. So we'll see.
Yeah, I come over that game when you was playing EOS and you all was up 11, and I looked around and seen everybody sitting. Some of your guys sitting the bench, and Doug was sitting. He was hurt, and whatchamacallit was hurt. And I said, "Good Lord."
Yep, good old field 2 got us.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yep.
On to the D. It looks like a nice turnout for this one too.
Yeah, shout out to the Eights for playing up this weekend in the D to see how they stack up. Props to them guys for giving it a shot. Proud of you.
Yeah.
So
You got to get ready because they're going next year.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, then we got EOS first tournament back in D. Obviously tripods. I'm sure you could name some of these teams better than I could. Odd Sock.
Yeah.
OTF.
I mean, yeah, Odd Sock. Noka's tough. I look for BOS as a really good team. I think they'll be full strength this weekend, so I look for them to make a run. From what I've been told, Buffet boys are missing some guys, as well as Legacy may be missing some guys. But how funny would it be if EOS comes out and wins this first tournament? That's what I'm rooting for.
Chaos. Rooting for
Right.
chaos. I'll do that too, just so we have something to talk about next week. I'm rooting
You
for
think
EOS.
Nino will be pitching?
I guarantee it.
So apparently health wise, he's hit or miss. I talked to him a little bit this morning. I don't think he's played yet this year.
Already had some health problems.
He said health wise, he hasn't been able to make it out. So whatever he's going through, hopefully he gets it taken care of, and would like to see him on the field sooner rather than later. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
hell of a pitcher too. I've known him for years. Yeah, hopefully I didn't realize he was battling health issues, so hopefully it's nothing too bad. Hopefully he is playing this weekend. Who else do you like?
I mean, OTF's on fire. They're playing well. They're always a tough out as well. Six-pack. They're a six-pack legacy game in round 2 possibly. That's going to be a really good game Saturday at 11:30. And then winner of that gets either BOS or Odyssey. So Legacy doesn't have a cakewalk this weekend. They're going to have some tough games right off the bat. It'll be a good test for them.
Yeah, they will. Possibly Odyssey. That's who's Odyssey?
That's that old Rocks House of Billiards team.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Eddie Weinberg. Yeah.
This whole tournament's pretty loaded.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
It's going to be interesting to see what kind of roster Diamond Nation pulls out, because I got a lot of circuit guys, and I know there's a circuit tournament going on at East, so I don't know whether them guys are going back and forth or what.
Gotcha. All right, so you pick EOS, I pick EOS. Who you like, Brad? I know you guys aren't in it.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. Depends on who shows up for BOTC. I like them guys too. I don't know.
BOTC, Red.
Huh?
So pick BOTC.
Probably that's who I'm going to pick. I like them.
You know you got a special place for Kevin Young and Noah Stolze. You got a soft spot for them guys.
They lost one of their best players, probably.
Yeah, Bolin not playing is a shame because he's an absolute stud.
Yes, he is.
And then we got the E. What's where we typically struggle the most? God, I think I know 3 or 4 of these teams. Dark Waters is usually really strong. Empire, that's Joey Scar's team. Cincy Slime, that was a team in the old melee, wasn't it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess they would have to form basically a new team, wouldn't they? They're all banned for you.
According to the internet, the FTGs predicted to make a run. Dark Waters and then Creekers, I think, are the 3 favorites.
Okay. All right, I'll go with Dark Waters in this one. Who do you like?
I was going to take Dark Waters, so I'll take the Creekers.
Creekers. Do you like Red? You don't need these teams?
I'll take the last team there that you just said, whatever it was.
Arithmetic, whatever.
I don't know none of them really. I mean, I watched Dark Waters play. I seen them play.
Yeah, they got the shortstop everybody likes, Zach Rothler. So I've heard
Yeah.
great things about him. Shortstop, I think he can take you a long way. Ryan Young back in the day, he helped me really get over the top. So I'm sympathetic to that. Anything else about the Prize-A-Palooza? I'm guessing we don't have anything for the co-ed.
No, I didn't get anything. I don't have any idea who any of these three teams are in the B.
Okay.
There'll be protein bars out there. Our sponsors bringing protein bars and bags.
Yeah.
Outright bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever Outright bar red.
Yep. Outright bar and a beer, huh?
Sure. What's that flavor of choice for the Outright bar?
Mine, I like I call them the Twix bar. It's a caramel bar. It's real good. Tastes just like a Twix.
What about the birthday cake?
Birthday cake's real good too. It just come out. It's real good. I had one yesterday.
Are there any that aren't real good?
There's several of them, but but they're all right now. They're real good, you know. Some of them they ain't, you know, that the ones that ain't got it, they ain't making no more, you know. So I didn't like the pumpkin.
Yeah, I wouldn't like the pumpkin either.
Pumpkin.
The one I enjoyed was probably the cookies and cream.
Yeah, that's their top seller.
Yeah. I've never had a bad cookies and cream anything.
Right. Roy just sent me a message and wanted to know if we wanted him to come on to talk about his win.
Yeah, we can.
All right, you want to send him a link real quick?
Yep, he'll have to filibust again.
So, Red, where are you guys going for Worlds?
We are going to Panama the first weekend, then back up here for GSL and One Nation.
Okay. You guys aren't doing Vegas this year?
No, we aren't. We thought about going GSL Panama. We did think about that, but you know.
Yeah, I think we're going down to the GSL Panama. It's actually my birthday weekend, so hopefully we can get some Mexican midget strippers down there for that. That'd be fantastic.
You're into that.
Yeah, so my fiance, she told me I got a hall pass as long as it's a Mexican midget stripper. So she told me if I happen to find one, I'm in good shape.
I wouldn't say it's impossible. I would say it's
So I'd say I have a better chance in Vegas than in Panama.
Yep. Here he is. Looks like he's at the ballpark. What's up, Roy?
What's going on, fellas?
Not much. You want to talk about your win last night?
Shit, that was the first time ever. Red, y'all been around forever. You seen a guy try to actually have the tournament during the week?
No,
I ain't never seen it.
Never. I mean, I was kind of 50-50 with it. Like, I mean, I kind of appreciate that he tried to get us to play because it was kind of a big tournament. There were some local dogs in there. So I give him props. I mean, we tried, you know. What y'all think about that? You guys been around forever.
I would prefer them to finish tournaments as opposed to just canceling them. So I give them the credit for trying to finish it. But I can see where it'd be a burden on people to play through the week.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like everybody was there. And then it just rained really hard and just ruined it. So he split it up like he probably should have done Saturday, the way most people say. But I thought it was pretty cool that they tried. I mean, like I said, it's a big tournament, man, for, local.
Did they just flip the coin between you and OTF?
Yeah, well, we was the only winners left. We split the money, and then the trophy and whatever they're doing, we just flipped it. Josh called it. I won. I didn't win a flip all weekend, but
you won the one that mattered.
I won the one that mattered. I kept my mouth shut, actually, because the other ones I was calling it.
So did they flip a quarter, or because it looked like
They
Drees
flipped the
was
quarter. I
over-
got it at home, and I'm gluing it to that fucking plaque and hanging it in my cave. Excuse my language. My bad.
when Drew, that picture looked like Drees and whoever it was holding a nickel. Man, it looked really small. So I don't know.
No,
what
it
was
says Dreezy's got them big hands.
going on.
He got to hold them Bud Lights. So he needs them big paws. That was a quarter, though. Everybody held it was the same quarter. And I'm like I said, I'm gonna glue that to the trophy, and I'm gonna eat it up. Because I don't really talk that much shit on Facebook, but it didn't matter who we played out there. They was in trouble. My guys played, man. They hit the shit out of the ball. They caught everything. There was no problems. It was just a really good little turnout, little 3-game good for my guys. It's our second time having all my guys. Y'all know coaches. That matters.
Oh yeah, I mean the most important ability is availability.
Yes, it was so easy. I had my lineup done at home. I got to really kick back and just really enjoy these. We run rolled everybody we played. They made a lot of moves, 4-man, 3-man. The guys were just really killing the ball.
You guys can get hot like that. I remember playing you guys in the Turkey Bash a couple years back, and you guys came out hitting the first game, and the second game you came out and hit against us and couldn't keep up. So I know you guys get hot like that on occasion.
Yeah, having everybody there was key, and then we hit all winter long. We really ain't do too good U-Trip GSL this year, but I've never really had everybody there. I've had to play, and like you said earlier, Red, you get in a tournament with my old ass playing, it's a wrap. So, but my guys want to play, and I'm not gonna stay home. You know what I mean? This time I did. There's too many. I got to play, and I probably had to have my wife play this week. So
I don't know. Julie might out hit some people, man.
she might. She's gonna be faster than a couple of us for sure. I did some averages, man. The guys hit so freaking well, dude. It was awesome. Drew batted 600. Bryce batted 750. Tristan batted 750. Coda batted 750. Alex pitched his ass off. I'm sorry about cussing, man. 22-11 the first game, 13-2 the second game, 17-7 the third game. He really pitched his butt off. Brian Chase batted 800. I got dude down in the lineup. You know what I mean? I tried to do like 2 starting 5s. You know what I mean? Because Brian Chase is so good and Drew leads off so well that it really clicked these last few tournaments.
Brian Chase is a tough out. Has been that
Yes, he is, bro. He's batting 6 too. Right there in the heart of it, he's going to get a swing most of the time.
Yep. Still feels
he ain't getting a swing against me. He's getting walked.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm walking myself. I'd tell him like I tell some of these young guys, if you stay on first, I'll let you bat. If you hit doubles and triples, I'm going to walk your ass, and that's all you're going to do the rest of the day. So I kind of messed with him a little bit. I don't know. This was a good tournament, man. Other than friends, it's tough. And I know it'd have been a good game. And then, the players, Tribe, they're all really good. And then that Woodpeckers team and Bad Draw. So, that would have been it was a nice little tournament. It'd been nice to play it out for real.
Yep. The rain disagreed, unfortunately. But
yeah, Mother Nature, she always wins.
Every time.
Chucky took care of us, man. With some things I ain't going to talk shit about associations and all that stuff, but some things weren't very right that went on at the entry, and Chucky took care of that for us, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he always right. He tries to take care of everybody.
Yeah, he does, man. He really tries to do everybody, because I think he gave everybody money that came down. Nothing against these other people. I know Nikki and them are gold, but that's pretty big to give everybody some money, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is nice. I didn't realize he did that.
Yeah, no, he gave all the 4 losers and the 2, he gave everybody money. We split that there. I'm not sure. I think he just split that up and let the third place go. Because we had a little problem with the rules, man. I was pissed. I walked up out of there Saturday mad as hell, because I make it real important that I know the rules.
Yeah.
because I tend to break them, and you know what I'm saying. I know where I can go and where I can't. And I got caught arguing with an umpire. The game, they said it wasn't over in 4 innings. In WSL, the game's over. So it was kind of salty with that. But after it all settled down, Chucky handled it the right way and made it right. So that was cool.
15 after 4 in WSL, correct?
After 4, it's the game's over. You know what I mean? With a 30-minute or so delay, as long as it's not a world.
Gotcha.
It's what, a section 4C or something shit for real.
You got deep in that rule book.
Yeah, well, that's what I read every time I take a shit. Shelby guys shit twice a day, so I'm in good. Sorry, there it is again.
So you're on your 3rd read through.
Yes, I got it printed out bigger because I can't see as good now, but I'm getting it.
Gotcha.
Oh, no, man, it's all good, man. I like I said, appreciate what Chucky did for real, man. That was pretty cool. And then the guys come from Dayton, that Woodpecker team. They drove down Tuesday night and didn't get to play. That was kind of salty, but that was cool.
How are them gout flare-ups treating you, man?
Bro, I've been really watching what I've been eating and drinking, man. So it's really been working for me. I stayed away from the bread and I stayed away from the hamburger, for real. And Mountain Dew is killing me there, but just what you eat, man, it's what you intake in. It comes back out.
I gotta
stay away from that bread.
Pill a day,
You?
man. I haven't had a flare-up since.
That's good, bro. I couldn't. I can't stand taking pills, man. So I don't take any pills. I just really try watch what I eat.
So where you at? Are you at West or MAB or looks like MAB?
Rumpke.
Rumpke, okay. Oh, okay. In your spot.
I'm up in Natty Red Lakeville, home of the Metro.
You guys got leagues tonight?
Yeah, Wednesday and Friday we play.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Alrighty. Anything else before we wrap this up tonight, guys?
No, I'm good, man. Appreciate y'all. Congratulations, Red.
Thank you. It seems like every time I win one, you're winning right behind me, Roy.
Yeah. That's why I like when you come on. I was like, man, I gotta get on there with Red. We ain't spoken in a while. Let me get on there with my old dude.
A couple years ago, we did that. You won 2 in a row, and you come in right behind me winning.
Yeah. Then we did that. We hit, what was that, Maloney's every weekend for a minute.
Yeah. You won the Mike and Zero. We won the Mike and Zero.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Pretty good.
Yep.
I'm picking you, Fly Guys, this weekend, and I'm picking you, Rhino.
That's too bad.
Nah, y'all's good, man.
Sorry,
You put it together. You're not going to be able to be messed with. It's tough, though. It's tough.
Yeah, we're starting to click, so we're looking forward to getting out there this weekend.
Yeah, that's good. I'll be out there rooting on and watching and taking notes and stuff. So I'll be there.
All right. I'll see you guys.
All right, man. Thank you, guys, man.
See you.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Later.
Thanks. See you. Bye.